Good morning, Acadiana. It is 6:30 on a Friday morning. It is April 20th. Thanks for joining us this morning. I'm Katie Lopez, and we have Eric Zernick in the weather lab today for Dave Baker. He's off, but we do have a lot of news to tell you about this morning. Right now, Lafayette police are still on the scene of a traffic accident in the 800 block of West Broussard Road. Now, that's just south of Ridge Road. Power lines are blocking the road, and LUS crews will be making repairs this morning. So if that's part of your morning commute, you will need to find a different route. And also this morning, Lafayette police are investigating another overnight crash that took out a light pole along the Evangeline Thruway. Police say the crash happened around 11 o'clock last night near the Thruway's intersection with Mudd Avenue. No one was injured. And also overnight, reports of shots fired in the 400 block of Enos Street. Lafayette police received the call around 1 o'clock this morning. There are limited details at this time, but officers tell us that they're on the scene and investigating the incident. And the town of Washington is exploring ways to save money before a legislative auditor comes in next week. According to the town's accountant, the town is trying to make up a $250,000 deficit. The mayor says a huge reason for that deficit is the police department. His recommendation is to cut the department and to bring in an outside agency to police the town. But the police chief and members of the town are fighting against that plan.
Glad they did, because it makes no sense to me for you to take taxpayers' tax money from here to get another department to come and run your town when you already have people here.
And right now in Acadia Parish, two Opelousas men are wanted in connection with a shooting at a Rain convenience store. Dion and Des Moines are facing attempted murder charges. Now, police say that there was an argument in the parking lot of the Economart on Highway 90, and then shots were fired. No one was injured. The shooting remains under investigation. Happening today in Baton Rouge, the 4 men indicted in the hazing death of LSU student Max Groover are scheduled to appear in court. Now, they were supposed to go before a judge yesterday, but construction concerns to the downtown library delayed their trial. Now, among the 4, Lafayette native Sean Paul Gott faces a misdemeanor charge of hazing, punishable by a maximum sentence of 30 days in jail. Lawmakers in the legislative session passed the Max Groover Act last month, and under the new law, anyone involved in hazing activities that lead to someone's death can face up to 5 years behind bars and have a maximum fine of $10,000. It will apply to future cases. And speaking of the legislative session, the Republican-backed budget proposal is now heading to the Senate for debate. House lawmakers narrowly approved the $27 billion proposal for next year that could shutter health care services and would leave the popular TOPS college tuition program short of full financing. Nearly all Democrats oppose the proposal. Governor Edwards is threatening to veto the bill, saying that it doesn't do enough to fill the state's budget gap. Republican supporters say that gaps could be filled later in the special session. And early voting for the April 28th election continues today and tomorrow. Voters in several parishes will be deciding whether or not to renew property taxes. Others will vote on a mayor and council member seat. Tomorrow will be your last chance to vote early. For voters in Lafayette, remember that Election Day falls during Festival International. For a list of what's on the ballot, head to KETC.com.
Here's your weather on the 3s.
Good morning. We have mostly clear skies, but within the last hour or so, we're beginning to see some high clouds move in across Acadiana. Most of those right now over western Acadiana, as those clouds are pushing out of West Texas or East Texas, making their way into West Louisiana and West Acadiana. But you can see all those clouds back over Texas. That'll be pushing into our area. So we will see increasing clouds through our day on our Friday. So after morning sunshine, we'll go partly cloudy through the afternoon, and that'll hold temperatures into the lower 70s. So not as warm as we have been the past couple days, but still a very comfortable spring Friday. Moving into Saturday, more of those clouds around, but I do think we still see a few peaks of sunshine, temperatures making the mid-70s, but we stay dry. We're watching the next storm system. That looks to be arriving early Sunday morning. As I have this stopped here at 6:45, you can see some scattered showers in and around Acadiana and back along the cold front. We are tracking a few thunderstorms, and as that moves through, we could have a marginal risk for 1 or 2 becoming on the severe side, mainly damaging winds and large hail, but we can't rule out a tornado, so we'll have to continue to watch this, especially with the center of low pressure a little bit closer to us this time. could give us maybe a slightly better chance for some of that severe weather, but right now just a marginal risk for some of that possible. But it should quickly move off to the east, and by Sunday afternoon, I think we're beginning to see even a few peaks of sunshine making their way through the clouds. Temperatures making their way into the mid-70s. But for your Friday, a very cool start. Temperatures are in the upper 40s. We'll make our way into the lower 70s, so a comfortable afternoon for mid-April. Very spring-like with a mix of sun and clouds. There we see the weekend, a 20% chance on Saturday, but most of the day should be dry, so no problems for the UL spring game tomorrow. The rain really looks to return early Sunday morning into the late morning, but by the afternoon we should be clearing out. No flooding concerns expected with that either, so that's the good news. Clouds linger for our Monday, but we do have that sunshine returning on Tuesday. And moving on down the road through much of next week and into the following weekend, we stay dry with pleasant temperatures in the mid to upper 70s, maybe getting back into the lower 80s by next Saturday and Sunday with partly cloudy skies. It is 6:36 and 48 degrees.
Thanks, Eric. And starting today, area police departments will be on the lookout for truck drivers and passengers not wearing their seatbelts. The Buckle Up in Your Truck campaign, which will continue through next Thursday, will put extra officers on patrol looking for violations. Now, it's made possible in part by a grant from the Louisiana Highway Safety Commission. And happening tomorrow, the Department of Wildlife and Fisheries will host Boating Education Lanyap Day. Now, instructors will be offering a boating education course certification and giveaways all for free. Now, will be held at the office in New Iberia and the LSU Ag Center in Lake Charles, and you can register over on the department's website. And starting tomorrow, Acadiana Quav Maga will be hosting a 2-day gun safety class for current and future concealed carry holders. The classes will teach gun owners how to respond to an unexpected situation. Now, that will be held at the Lafayette Plaza Shopping Center on Ambassador Caffrey. To register, visit the website you see there on your screen. And the 17th annual Be a Heart Starter CPR training event kicks off tomorrow. Now, you'll be able to learn hands-on CPR training for adults and children and how to help someone who is choking. 2 sessions will be held at Blackham Coliseum. The first one starts at 8 and another will be held at 10:30. Well, today may not be a great indication that summer is just around the corner, but it is. And with that comes endless hours by the pool, at the beach, or here in South Louisiana, a river and bayou. And while it can all be fun, a way to beat the summer heat, it can also be dangerous for those who don't know how to swim. He was a big presence, spending the majority of his time around a pool. It was his home away from home.
It's a huge part of our swimming community, a swimming dad, a swimmer himself, and just a huge part of swimming in general in the Lafayette and all of Acadiana area.
Sal Dassey passed away last November, and while gone too soon, he left a lasting impression on those around him.
He was just such a giving man. He was a huge volunteer in our swimming community.
Starting this summer, City of Lafayette Aquatics and Lafayette General will be giving away 150 free swimming lessons to underprivileged children in the parish.
Well, the way it's going to work is at Water Safety Day, we'll be kicking off the program. That'll be the first day that kids can sign up, and through Lafayette Parish Schools, kids will be invited to join the program. If they receive the free lunch, they have the free lunch card through Lafayette Schools. They'll have to prove that to be able to sign up for the program, and it'll just basically be the first 150 kids that sign up and that are eligible will be a part of our first program.
Starting what they hope to be many more, Sal's Summer of Swim.
And I think the program and just being able to touch that many kids and being able to do something of this magnitude for our community would just be a huge deal to him.
He may have been taken too soon, but his legacy will live on through each and every child who walks into a swimming lesson and walks out knowing how to swim. Water Safety Day is taking place on Sunday, May 6th at the Robichaux Center on Eras Landry. It starts at 1 p.m. and it's free. And if you want to donate to Sal's Summer of Swim, you can do that by going to our website, KATC.com. We'll have all of the information there. The time now is 6:39. Still to come on GMA, we have another look at some of our top stories this morning. And Eric, I'll have another look at your weekend forecast. But first, here's today's Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mic check, 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 mic check, 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 mic check.
Good morning, Acadiana. The time now is 6:43, and next month, a New Iberia group is gathering Iberia Parish youth for a summit on bullying, drugs, guns, and violence. The summit is called Save Our Streets, and it'll take place at Anderson Middle School. That's where we find our Josh Minnie this morning with more details. Good morning, Josh.
Good morning, Acadia. I'm Josh Minnie at Anderson Middle School in New Iberia. I'm with WETNA board member Richard Williams. He's going to be talking today about Saving Our Streets Summit. So, Richard, you're a concerned citizen and community member. Tell us what's important about Saturday, May 12th, Saving Our Teens Summit. What are we talking about then?
Well, what we're talking about is bringing out the community to a dynamic event. It's going to be for the teens. This is the second of a summit that involves not only the city of New Iberia, but also the parish. I'm a concerned citizen because I have grandkids that are teenagers, and I have also many people that I know that I've been inviting to come to the Teen Summit. This Teen Summit would be something that's going to uplift the community. It's going to be on topics as far as guns, violence, bullying, and anything that really addresses the teens. The teens going through a period of time in New Iberia that is very, very crucial, and to me, it's going to be a crossroad to where these kids can see a better and a positive light. You know, we got dynamic speakers coming. We got all kind of people that's going to be out here that's going to be helping the kids, and I'm just wanting to be a part of something positive in New Iberia.
Absolutely. Well, thank you, Richard. This is just a reminder, the Saving Our Teens Summit happening at Anderson Middle School in New Iberia is on May 12th from 9 to 4 p.m. It's for 7th to 12th graders, free admission, and it's not only just for our teens in New Iberia, the city of New Iberia, it's parish-wide, and they're encouraging parents to come. There's going to be great speakers, experts on preventing violence, new police department in New Iberia, so they're going to be working on community policing. And reporting live from Anderson Middle School in New Iberia, Josh Minnie. Eric, show us what the weather's going to be like.
Yeah, it's a very refreshing 50 degrees right now in Crowley thanks to that northeasterly breeze at 8. We do have some clouds beginning to make their way in across the area. Other areas along the interstate are in the upper 40s, so a little bit on the cool side. You might need that light jacket out the door. Temperatures with a mix of sun and clouds will be working their way into the low to mid 60s by lunchtime, and then topping out this afternoon in the lower 70s. So a little bit cooler than what it has been the past couple of days, but a very nice spring day here in Acadiana. And for those kids coming home from the school bus, they might still need that jacket, but it will be very comfortable. 71 with partly cloudy skies, but as I mentioned, not as warm as what it has been the past couple of days, but a very nice spring day here in Acadiana. It is 6:46 and 48 degrees.
Some drivers in Henderson are demanding repairs to the Henderson Levee Road. Now, part of that road is closed since last July after a portion of it collapsed.
This is actually a hurricane evacuation route. We need this done before hurricane season. This could be detrimental to the area and to the people that live here.
And if you and the family are looking for some Friday fun across Acadiana, listen up. The spring series of Bach Lunch continues today in Lafayette. The event takes place at Parc Sans Souci from noon to 1. Now today you can enjoy music from the Viatones while chowing down on some food from Agave, Bailey's Restaurant, and Creole Lunch House.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to downtown.
Tonight in Lafayette, Downtown Alive returns to Park International. Zydeco lovers can enjoy music from Chubby Carrier and the Bayou Swamp Band. Gates open at 5, music starts at 6, and remember to leave your ice chest and your pets at home. And tonight in Opelousas, the Music and Market Outdoor Concert Series returns to the Laveau Village Farmers Market Pavilion. Kicking off the spring series will be Lil Buck Senegal. Fun starts at 5:30 tonight. And happening tonight, you can experience a live opera performance right here in Lafayette. UL's opera and symphony groups are performing Hansel and Gretel at Angel Hall. The show starts at 7. Tickets are $20, but it's free for UL students and faculty. And happening tomorrow, some of Acadiana's best crawfish boilers will put their methods to the test. It's the second annual Louisiana Boil Off at Warehouse 535. Doors open at 4 p.m. and it's free to get in, but you'll have to pay to taste. It's $10 and that gets you 5 samples. There will be live music from 6 to 8 with a winner's ceremony at 8:15. For more information, go visit warehouse535.com. So now for some offbeat news. One of the largest toy makers in the world is doing some good for the environment. Hasbro is launching a toy recycling program. The company wants to transform your donated toys into materials used to make playgrounds, park benches, and flower pots, among other things. You can sign up at HasbroToyRecycling.com and you'll get a free shipping label for your package. Now the program will be tested in the United States, and if successful, it'll expand worldwide. Which is great because I'm always looking like, what am I going to do with these toys? And so instead of throwing them away, you can recycle them.
It's finally, and especially with all that plastic, you know, you want to make sure you're reusing that and not just letting that go in the landfill.
Perfect idea.
Well, Texas police released this incredible dash cam video capturing a house explosion. Take a look. Wow. A Hearst police officer was responding to a car that crashed into a home when it happened. A gas line that was ruptured during the accident was reportedly the cause. 3 people were inside the home and were hospital, but are expected to be okay. Amazingly, neither the officer nor the driver were seriously injured during that explosion.
It amazes me that no one was seriously injured. You know,
because I mean, there's shards and the house just exploding everywhere. How did no one?
And we knew that was coming. You don't know that's going to happen.
And yeah, you can just see this cop wandering into it, and then he just gets blown off to the right.
Yeah, but you know what? Everyone was fine. So there's a good ending to that story. The time now is 6:50. We have what you need to know before you go, and Eric will have a last look at your weekend forecast. Stay with us.
Here's your weather on the 3s.
Good morning, Acadiana. You can see we'll be making our way into the lower 70s this afternoon with increasing clouds, but right now temperatures are refreshing mid-40s across Acadiana. 48 degrees here in Lafayette. We got 45 in Opelousas, 50 degrees in New Iberia. And going throughout the day, we're going to see that chilly start to our day. Mostly sunny skies through the first half, so have those sunglasses with you. 48 through the morning, but we'll be making our way, as I mentioned, into those lower 70s with clouds increasing. And then this evening, partly cloudy skies, a very comfortable 64 degrees. Through the weekend, clouds with us. We might have a few peaks of sunshine, staying dry for our Saturday, but rain and a few thunderstorms through the first half of our Sunday. You might want to have weather aware. Just keep that in mind. Have the umbrellas ready for some early morning events on Sunday. Should be clearing out by the afternoon. Clouds for our Monday. Sunshine returns on Tuesday. And looking at that Festival International forecast, early indications are good. We should have partly cloudy skies just about every day and no real substantial rain chances, maybe just some stray showers on Thursday and Sunday. Otherwise, not looking too bad. Temperatures, though, getting into the lower 80s by Saturday and Sunday.
Here's a few things you need to know before you go this morning. Early voting for the April